Coming up on the WP Minute, is 2024 the year of WordPress page builders? Let's find out right after this. This episode of the WP Minute is brought to you by our friends at OmniSend, the top-rated email and SMS marketing platform for WordPress stores. Find out more at omnisend.com. That's omnisend.com. And give your brand the boost it deserves. Here on the WP Minute, Eric Karkovac asked, can Gutenberg and WordPress page builders coexist? His debate has been raging ever since the Gutenberg project launched. I used to fall into the page builders will crush Gutenberg and everything camp. Elementor, Divi, Beaver Builder, they were just so far ahead in terms of features and flexibility. Meanwhile, it felt like Gutenberg was forced on us with no shot to lead the pack. I was just looking at my YouTube channel and I saw that I had actually made a video once on how to disable Gutenberg when we were in our Disable Gutenberg days a few years ago. There's more advanced developer plugins like Bricks that has all the same enthusiasm and momentum I've seen in the space for the last 15 years. The best, most advanced, powerful, efficient tool you'll ever use for WordPress. I saw it with the Thesis theme, I saw it with the PageLines Builder, I saw it with the Genesis framework, I saw it with Elementor. But with the introduction of 2024 theme and bringing the block and site editor together in a better paint job, I'm excited for the future of core WordPress experiences. The editor has come a long way. Default themes like 2024 are built for blocks, and they work great out of the box as well. And you can absolutely build full websites now without touching another page builder. As much as I try to restrict myself from posting hot takes on Twitter, I had to take to the welcoming social platform to tweet out my current thinking about the new exciting builders like Bricks and how this whole ecosystem comes together. Thanks for Eric for jogging my memory around this stuff. When the argument for which page builder is better comes up, I think it's important to frame it like this. Block editor plus site editor, you call it Gutenberg just for this argument because we need to give it a product name, is made for tens of millions of users, maybe even hundreds. It's shipped with WordPress core, after all. It's the default experience of WordPress. It needs to reach many, many, many millions of people. Elementor, Divi, Beaver Builder are made for millions of users that want more powerful building workflows, and it also solves that webmaster and user relationships. In other words, I'm a freelancer or an agency, I'm going to build this for you and then hand it over. And if you want to customize it, use this powerful plugin that's associated with it. Bricks Breakdance are made for hundreds of thousands of users, maybe even only tens of thousands of users. I don't know how big their customer pool is yet. But advanced developers and designers that require to build WordPress sites at scale. You know, you're running an agency, you just don't want to do custom coding because that slows it down, but you need something much more powerful than Elementor, Beaver Builder, and Divi. Certainly many leaps more powerful than core WordPress. So while WordPress itself has taken massive strides, we aren't quite fully featured website builder just yet. The ecosystem's extensibility is still crucial. Like, we still need these plugins. The debate of which one is better and which one should I use doesn't mean it's a zero-sum game. I also think that these more advanced page builders are taking hold because WordPress newbies from 6 years ago have leveled up. Instead of learning code at the time, they used Elementor. As they started to get more familiar with WordPress and coding, started tackling larger projects, they leveled out of a powerful builder and into a more advanced builder like a Bricks or, let's say, Breakdance. What will be interesting to see is how much further advanced builders can push the envelope before they force the user to go full circle and just bust out an IDE coding environment again. In other words, how much more powerful can this coding be? How much more time savings can we get when we're just like, at this point, we might as well just code it from scratch anyway? Which brings me to the old argument that page builders, air quotes, lock you in. Well, doesn't relying on Gutenberg blocks, patterns, or plugins present a similar risk? Like I mentioned before, I've seen page builders and their high promises come and go in the WordPress space. Something better and faster hits the market, users flock to it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the user experience and meeting needs. Power users with demanding requirements will likely stick to their Beaver Builders and Elementors of the world. Average users will happily embrace the core WordPress experience and the ecosystem that comes along with it. And then many advanced builders will seek through the outer boundaries to find the more advanced stuff. Again, bricks or breakdance or whatever else comes along. And you know what? That array of choice perfectly represents the WordPress way. We can extend the software to suit our individual needs and preferences. Die-hard page builder fans shouldn't feel pressured to give them up, nor should Gutenberg evangelists need to compromise. And again, I'm using Gutenberg as a product name. I understand it's site and block editor. The takeaway, WordPress by nature supports coexistence. And we'll certainly see page builders usage shrink a little bit. But as we close out on nearly 60% of the CMS market on the internet, according to a recent W3 Techs article, there still remains enough room and diversity for this project to thrive. And now for some important links that you don't want to miss this week. Kevin Geary tried building a layout with the WordPress block editor, but it didn't go so well. I'll link up his video in the show notes. Brian Cords found the opportunity in Kevin's video to educate us on the block editor and what its capabilities truly are. The 2024 global sponsorship has been announced for WordPress community programs like WordCamp's new events and chapter meetup groups. The $145,000 top-tier gold sponsors are Automatic, Jetpack, and WordPress.com. I wonder if they had to pay twice. Bluehost, GoDaddy, Woo, and newcomer, WP Beginner. Seems like Phase 3 collaboration might hit a bit of a speed bump, according to an update from Simon Dixon, citing, quote, real-time content collaboration is not a current user priority. Check out the makewordpress.org link in the show notes. And lastly, I interviewed Omnisend CEO Rytis Lauris on the WP Minute Plus podcast about bootstrapping his email automation SaaS company in the face of giant competition. Check out the WP Minute Plus in your favorite podcast app and be sure to subscribe to follow along all of the great interviews over there. That's it for today's episode. Get the weekly newsletter at thewpminute.com/subscribe. Want to support the show and join a Slack group filled with WordPress professionals like you? Talk about the news, share your WordPress business content, and network with others. Head to thewpminute.com/support and get access to our group. Support the show for as little as $5 or more if you feel we provided more value. Thanks to our pillar sponsors, Pressable, Bluehost, and Omnisend. Thanks to our Foundation Plus sponsors, WP World, Image SEO, and Hostinger. Thanks to all of our annual supporting members and you, the listener. Without your support, the WP Minute wouldn't be possible. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.